Mr. President, I bring you your children, descendants of the formerly enslaved. They have waited over 400 years to return the spirits of their ancestors back home to Africa. When the children of Africa were taken out of Africa as slaves, all they ever wanted to do was to come back home to Africa.
Thank you for sharing this message to our brothers and sisters in different parts of the world. Thank you for your comment. As you heard, dear lovely family, our unity is very important. They fear us to come together. As you heard at the beginning, what our diaspora were told when they wanted to come to Burkina Faso. They wanted, don't go to Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is not a safe country. It's a war-torn country. But later on, when they came to Burkina Faso, they found they have been told lies. And recently, you heard from the U.S. General talking negative about Burkina Faso, especially to our hero, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. The question is why they're trying to distract the image of Burkina Faso. What is behind Burkina Faso? Why the West are not happy with Burkina Faso? So it's our time as Africans, black people, to come together to create our own image. Those who told us Burkina Faso is a war-torn country, Burkina Faso is an unpeaceful country, we are going to shock them. We are going to tell them Burkina Faso is leading Africa. All Africans, black people, we are behind Burkina Faso. Captain Traore is leading us into a united Africa. So, kings and queens, we must not accept lies. We must come together and come out in numbers to support Captain Ibrahim Traoré on the date of 30th April this month on streets, to support and to raise our voices and to speak with one voice as Africans that we are with Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, we know that our unity is a threat because, as I said many times, Africa is exploited because of disunity. And Africa, we are divided for the purpose of exploitation. When colonizers came together in Berlin, sat down for 4 months, they divided the continent of Africa, not to help Africa, to help themselves. And that's why today you see these countries are being developed, but they have developed under our bloods. They have developed under our resources. So this time when we are saying we are going to unite, they are fearing us. They are trying to use even some African leaders trying to destabilize Burkina Faso. They saw Burkina Faso is going to bring Africans together. So they are trying to cut first, before Africans achieving a united Africa, they want to cut that spirit of unity. And what they are doing, they're trying to destabilize Burkina Faso. They're trying to discourage Captain Ibrahim Traoré. And they're also telling us Africans who are in the diaspora, even those who are in the continent, that don't go to Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is not a safe country. We are saying we are going to Burkina Faso. We are already died. So how can we stay here while we are suffering? Let us go and die in Burkina Faso. Because to stay here while we are suffering, it means nothing. We Africans, this time we need to shock the world. We need to come together and to show solidarity among ourselves. We need to express love among us. We black people, we must know that we have no any continent. Africa is our continent. Wherever you are, whether you are an American, African American, whatever you can call your name, but if you are black people, you came from Africa. Your ancestors were taken as a slave. So don't think that they will continue to see you as a good people. They continue to see you as a slave. So we must cut the chain of slavery and we must write our own history. Patrice Lumumba once upon a time said the time will come when the history of Africa will be written by Africans themselves, not the history that will be written in Paris, in Washington, in Brussels, but the history that will be written in Africa. This time the history is going to be written in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. So kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, we Africans, as I said many times, we need to show love to each other. We have been used by others to destroy each other. What's happening in this continent? People are using Africans, are misinforming Africans to destroy our continent. While we Africans, we are busy fighting each other, people are taking resources. Then after taking resources, they come back as mediators. You see, they make a lot of money. They sell to us these ammunition and weapons for we to fight one another. Ask yourself, where is these weapon industries? Many of these things that you see in the continent of Africa are not made in Africa, are made somewhere else. So how much they make? And what is so painful, dear lovely family, if you look those who own those ammunition, these labels and whatever, jihadists, whatever we can call them names, these terrorists, they have no industries. They're not working. So ask yourself where they get money to buy all those things. Whether they're being used to collect our minerals, they fight it. We are fighting, people are collecting minerals, then we are giving them, we are exchanging our minerals with weapons. That things must come to an end. Africans, we need to wake up. We need to think beyond. I know within of us, as I said, we have perpetrators. I know among of us, we have made to hate each other, to betray each other. And these things must come to an end. And through this occasion, solidarity to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, we must regenerate ourselves that we are going to see each other as brothers and sisters. We are going to end wars in Africa. We are going to call for all generals who are fighting in Sudan to come to an end. After finishing this issue of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, we need also to raise our voices to end conflicts in this continent. Our leaders in the African Union have failed to end conflict in this continent. They have planned by the year 2020 to become the year for the silence of the gun. But the year 2020 already passed. The silence of gun is not there. The guns are still crying. So we need also to raise our voices, kings and queens. We need to tell our leaders we are tired to see our young men and women dying in this conflict. And I've been saying this to our brothers and sisters in the continent, that we, especially young people, we need to make sure that we stop being used by other people for their benefit. We need to see what is good and right for us. We must stop fighting to destroy our infrastructures, to destroy our homes. Our children are not going to school. Our farmers are not going to farm. We are going to suffer with hunger. We are destroying water bodies through these wars and conflict. So after this issue of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, we need to continue in this solidarity. And as I said, and as I proposed, we need to write our own petition and to elect our leader. Whether those who are in political classes will like it or not, we have to elect leader who will lead Africa, even virtually. That we have leader who is leading Africa virtually. Because this is the generation that seek economic freedom. I know, as I said, we have people who are in the payroll of outsiders. They are being paid to distract and to destroy Africa. And their families are not here in the continent of Africa. They are here as leaders, but their families are not here. Even they are not living with our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. There's someone else. So we want our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to come back home, to be part of this continent, to participate, to enjoy the fruits of the land of their ancestors, to see what they can contribute positively. We have good people in the diaspora, but because of these things that are happening in the continent of Africa, destabilization and division, we are not using our professionals. I'm sure if we can bring our professionals from the diaspora, we can create a good environment for them. Africa can move forward. Africa can be a superpower. We want to make Africa a superpower. And we cannot make Africa a superpower if we are not coming together with our brothers and sisters in the diaspora and to those who are in the continent, speaking with one voice. We need all of us to speak with one voice. The way we are speaking one voice about Captain Ibrahim Traoré, we need to move to go far, to go beyond of this. We need also to speak with one voice about peace. And if it is possible, I wish, as I said, we need to have our own meeting as Africans. Not this meeting that sometimes we invite these observers. We want a meeting of Africans as Africans, where we are going to discuss and to share our thoughts how we can change our mother continent, Africa. I know we have some people who have been created to sabotage and to trying to destabilize us and try to demoralize us. We know we have those people. They will come trying to demoralize, trying to discourage, trying to distract our ideas, but we must look forward. We know what is good and light now. We have been growing. For more than 60 years, this continent has attained independence, except a few countries such as Mozambique, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. But almost many African countries have attained more than 60 years after independence. So we need to go as a matured country. We need to do good things. We need to make sure that we plant the seed of solidarity, of unity, of love, and unity with accountability. Not just unity with accountability, love with accountability, and unity for purpose, that we are uniting to liberate this continent. So, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, let us not speak for too long. I'm waiting to hear from you. I'm waiting to see your comment. What is your vision? What is your views on what you have heard from this wonderful video? Welcome.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.